Clap, 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 clap. Clapping right now. Clapping right now. Got that? Chlamydia. Hello, is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes. I can see it in your smile. You're all I've ever wanted. And my arms are open wide. 'Cause you know just what to say. And you know just what to do. And I want to tell you so much. I love you. All right, guys, welcome back to the Setbreaker podcast. And again, today it is an episode of just me. And it's fine. It's fine because we are doing social distancing. On my podcast on YouTube, they've gotten 100% likes. Now, a lot of times it's one like. So 1 out of 1 win. But there was one specific episode where this came out before the quarantine and before things got crazy, where I'm with a bunch of friends and we're joking about the coronavirus. Like, you know, we were hanging out because it was fine at that moment. And, you know, I'm a fucking comedian and my friends fuck around too. And and then somebody disliked it. So now it's at a 67% on YouTube. My video has a 67%. Okay, 2 people liked it, 1 didn't like it. Now that hurt my feelings a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. It did hurt it, but it's okay. Because I understand that if they're viewing it right now with the current climate, with how Corona is, they would think, wow, they are extremely insensitive. So I get that. Anyways, I don't want to talk about that anymore. I want to talk about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. It is an anime. Now, I don't know if you watch it, but it's on Netflix. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. That anime makes me laugh so hard, okay? It doesn't even really make me emotional, because anime does a great job of making me get like sad or emotional. Like big time. Nothing makes me cry like anime. Okay? Not Hollywood films, TV shows, nothing. Anime. Mother chucking anime. And the thing that's been making me laugh so hard about it is I'm in season 3. I'm not going to ruin anything. But Joestar, he always yells. Like, so they have like this Japanese guy, because it's all in Japanese, the language. And then they have the actors say, like expressions that Americans would say, like "holy shit," or like "oh shit," or "oh my god." But in the anime, because English is not their main language, it's like super butchered. So in moments of where it gets all crazy and things are just going like bad in the anime, Joseph will be like, "holy shit," or like, "oh my god," yeah. Because anime is already super exaggerated, right? Like even the Japanese they speak. Japanese people don't talk like they do in anime. Like they don't really talk like that. Japanese people are in real life are way more just chill and easygoing, and in anime it's just super like, like, you know, that type of stuff. I can't speak Japanese, but man, it is so freaking funny. I love it. If you haven't seen JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, watch it. Gotta drink my water right now. My TikTok community knows me for drinking straight out of the water, the gallon, and it looks like a milk jug. So they always ask, "Are you drinking milk?" But the ones that are always watching, no, it's water. Michael just likes to stay hydrated. He likes to stay hydrated. Speaking of TikTok, my views have dipped. My video views have dipped in the past couple of days. I was getting like crazy views, like tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of views per video. And all of a sudden, like 7 of the videos that I post up, the most recent ones, didn't get much. And at the same time, I had a few videos get reported and the sound got muted because turns out that TikTok had an issue with me saying the word penis or dick or vagina. And yeah, they muted it. Okay. So what I know about TikTok is, like, I guess they track it. It's in the system, like, the reporting and all that. And I don't know for a fact, but something like that. And then you can get shadow banned, meaning your videos won't show up on the For You page, which is like, if you're on Instagram, the Explore page, or let's say like Facebook, the news feed, but better than the news feed, because then you'd be seeing like random people's stuff, which gives you exposure, which is also how I got a lot more fans or followers, whatever you want to call them. It's weird saying fans, but yeah, I was for 2 days, yesterday and the day before, I was so stressed out. That's like all I was obsessing over, because I'm not doing stand-up. I'm not doing anything else. So I just threw everything into TikTok, especially after seeing the momentum, and there is like success in it, which is still gradually rising. And, I put all my eggs into that basket, including my joy, because I was getting so much validation. I'm like, finally, somebody understands me. I have a following. Yeah, and then I just kept doing more research about what happens when you get shadow banned, how you get shadow banned, people that got shadow banned. Just everybody saying, oh, I got shadow banned. How do I shadow ban? And I saw a few comments outside of that said, well, it could be because maybe your content's not that great as of late. And I was like, no, my content is the shit. I was like, fuck you. You don't know what you're talking about. And then here's what happens. So I'm like freaking out the whole time, right? I can't relax. And then I get on a live stream on TikTok, and then my followers, they helped me feel better. They said, dude, to keep posting, don't give up. We're going to keep being with you no matter what till the end. We believe in you, Fucking amazing support, by the way. Like, I love my whole community. Oh my God. Shout out to the team, the family. I love you all. And, oh man. I posted like, I think 3 videos, and they all did under 10,000 views. Well below 10,000. Because I have like over 80,000 followers. I'm like, how does that work? Right? And I was convinced I was shadow banned, and I was freaking out. And then later at night, I started to get over it. And I was like, screw it. I'm going to keep posting no matter what, because before this, you were still getting like nothing on Instagram. On Instagram, my video views were like maybe 200, 300. But even the videos on TikTok, even though they're less, they're still above a few thousand, like 4,000, 5,000. And I was like, that's still way more than what I was getting before. So I was like, dude, you got to humble yourself. Remember where you came from. Like, don't expect shit like that. Even if you're shadow banned, just keep posting. Because before TikTok and all that, you were posting for years with no fan base. You just accepted that this is it. And if something happens, it happens. If it doesn't, then at least I'm expressing myself. And then guess what happens? Guess what happens? After obsessing over it for 2 days, like hardcore, like that's all I thought about. I'm shadow banned. I'm fucked. Everything I did is over. It's over. I wake up in the morning, this morning, and I got like 1,000 followers, and my video views like shot up. And it was because of one video. Okay. And that video was me talking about my morning routine. Something that works for me to stay mentally sane and healthy. And I was like, oh, maybe it'll help people. And there you go. Lo and behold, it fucking worked. I provided a video with value. And then people saw value in it, and they could see that I'm like, what one comment was like, this is the most unsalesman-like video I've seen. Meaning, usually when you have a video like that and you have a following, a lot of times it's people trying to sell some shit, trying to get money from you or whatever. I'm just trying to fucking share what works for me, because I know there's a lot of people getting screwed up, struggling in this quarantine, because I still do, obviously. But anyway, so what happened was when I woke up like that and I saw all those followers and my video views come back, I was like, dude, stay humble, focus on the content, focus on expressing yourself authentically. Like, don't get full of yourself. I can see why. Like, I started expecting things like, oh, I post this, it should get this many likes. I'm just that fucking good. But then I realized, well, the content that I was putting up, those like 7 videos, maybe a lot of people didn't resonate with it. They probably didn't. And I could justify it as, well, maybe it's like the algorithm or maybe it was the hashtags. Well, at the end of the day, if it doesn't hit, it doesn't hit. But the funny thing is, now that that video got bigger, it's bringing people into the ecosystem. And now they're starting to check out the other videos that weren't doing as good and picking up those views. So it's like, dude, and I know that. I knew that, but I forgot about it because I got spoiled. I just expected things. Huge lesson. Remembering to not expect things and staying humble. That's why all these people that are successful say, stay humble. Don't forget where you came from, like The Rock. Why else is The Rock so fucking successful? To this day, why does he work so hard when he doesn't have to? He could retire like fucking 50, 100 lifetimes if he wanted to, with the amount of money he has. But I remember watching a video where he was talking to, I think it was, I don't remember who he was talking to. I don't know if it was in front of like some NBA players or what, but he was saying that the thing that keeps him going to continue to work so hard is what he does is he reminds himself every day of when he was broke, of the struggle he had growing up, you know, barely being able to survive on his own and not even being able to really help his family the way he wanted to. Like that type of pain, that struggle, right? I mean, shit, I got to remember that too, because the thing that kept me going in the first like 4 or 5 months of stand-up when I wanted to quit was I reminded myself, you wanted to fucking hang yourself and you were miserable before this, so you have the opportunity to do what you want. So be grateful and do it and put in the work. The work doesn't have to be enjoyable. It's called work for a reason. Over time, you learn to enjoy it, but it's not always going to be enjoyable. Like right now, this fucking podcast that I'm shooting right now, this very moment, it's 2:25 in the afternoon. I haven't eaten yet. I'm hungry because I didn't really eat dinner last night because I was live streaming for so long on TikTok. And I spent this morning, you know, because I procrastinated on this article because it's for Voyage LA. I got interviewed, so that should be coming out. I don't know how soon, but I'll let you guys know. The first interview of mine that I gotten, which is sick, in the internet at least, article-wise. And don't procrastinate, by the way. Work on it. Because it's funny because it was giving me some anxiety all this time. I was like, you got to do it, you got to do it, you got to do it. It's so simple to do. And yet I reverted back to my college, high school mentality. I'll push it until it's too late or barely like right there. Because they said, please send us back within 2 weeks. We'd appreciate it. I waited 10 fucking days and it took me like 2 hours to do. Could have done that a long time ago. And I had plenty of time, right? I had plenty of time. Anyway, so humbling yourself, remembering where you came from, never forgetting. That's why I think people, you know, talk so much about history and their family lineage. Because that's kind of like it's like looking back at like the seed that sprouted the tree, right? And the branches of the family members and everything. And then a fruit that comes from it. I don't really know where I'm going with this analogy. I like doing analogies and I'm usually pretty good with it, but right now I'm just I'm like super out of it. I didn't sleep well much last night. You know, I've been staying up late, really late. Because I've been video chatting a friend. She's really cool. She doesn't live in the state, but yeah, I met her on TikTok. She's fun, but yeah. You know, it's funny. Like, I would have never thought I would have made friends like this through social media. Complete strangers. And then they go from being strangers to somebody that you feel really comfortable with, that you can talk to. And there's other people too, like just fucking friend. It's weird, man. It's cool though. Cause yeah, you got to be careful. You don't know who these people are, but like just like when you're at a bar, don't accept that drink from a stranger. Don't accept that video chat from a stranger. But I think because I try to be as authentic and vulnerable as possible, I think people can sense I'm not like some weirdo. And then they're like, okay, well, he seems pretty cool, so I'll talk to him too. But also the relationship has been built over the live streams because I'll talk to them and we'll just talk to each other. I have no idea what they look like and we just get along. And then it's like, hey, this is me on Instagram. Oh, yeah. And then, you know, yeah. Man. I was feeling really emotional this past weekend. Like really emotional. I was very sensitive. I felt like crying, and I thought it was because I don't know, just being like super overwhelmed by life. Even though it's just like you're in quarantine and there's nothing to complain about really because you're doing fine. And I thought, okay, well, you know what? You feel like this, you should go to the park, get some air, get some sunshine, because that usually helps a lot. So I go to the park, I walk. I think I walk for like 10 minutes, 12 minutes. And I get to my car, right? I get back to my car, and then I put on a rap beat, an instrumental, so that I can freestyle to it. And I was going to post it on Instagram, like a random freestyle, right? And as I'm recording, I start to rap about how I started from basically like kind of like a Drake, started from the bottom, now we here type shit. I have a long way to go, but you know, whatever progress I have right now is like insane wins for me because I did not expect this anytime soon. And I started like rapping like blah blah blah. Didn't never thought it'd be like this, you know, something like that. Didn't think I'd get here right now, you know. And it's something about rapping about where I'm at right now, at least in my following. It got me so emotional. I got choked up and I stopped rapping. And I felt this big bubble in my chest. And I was like, oh, fuck. Oh. Because it finally hit me after 2 weeks. 2 weeks of my massive growth on TikTok and the support that I have people that really, really believe in me. Like I said it before in I think the previous episode, but like it finally hit me hard. And then I started crying. Like I legit cried. And then after that, I felt so much better because I realized I wasn't taking time to really have gratitude for what's going on or what's been going on. I was grateful, but I guess my mind and my heart didn't fully register it together, you know? So, yeah. I mean, even yesterday when I was freaking out about the shadow ban shit, like they're all supporting the fuck out of me. Like consoling me, like I'm a little boy, like, it's gonna be okay, you'll be fine, okay? And some of these fucking people, you know, are like half my age and they're consoling me. I should be consoling you. But I didn't want to pretend. I want to be as honest as possible. So I told them how I've been feeling, and you know, they all would say certain things, and it made me think from different perspectives, different angles of approach towards my thoughts. And because even I need that sometimes too, man. I'm not invincible. I'm not invulnerable. I get affected. I get insecure a lot. I do. I'm way better than before, but I still deal with it. That's the power of community and people. You know, I pride myself on being a one-man team. Everything I do, this podcast, stand-up, video editing, blah, 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 blah. But when you have people that are there for you, that support you, that help you even, because I have a hard time accepting help because I feel like it's a thing I've always had since I was a kid. Like I just, and I know where it stems from. It's because like my dad would support me or make it seem like he supports me and I like take his support away out of punishment. It was always like that. So I never felt safe. So I've been learning to like trust people over the years with that type of stuff. And this community has been helping me like immensely, like big time. They've been healing me. Like they'll tell me too, like, oh, your videos have been helping me. Well, you're helping me too, guys. It's a two-way street. You have been helping me. You have helped heal me. That's why I spend hours on live stream. Not only because I just have the time, but I could do other shit if I wanted. I could be playing a fucking video game. I could be eating or taking a nap or whatever. But I like have to do these live streams because it's like being in a relationship, right? You have a relationship and you're dating somebody. I'm not saying you guys are like, I'm dating you guys, but it's you know what I mean? And then you just really love that person and they love you. You just want to see them. Maybe I should use an example of like like a family member or something. Because to some of you listening, you are going to be like, wow, that's kind of creepy because I am a boy and I am 20 years old. So that's a little strange, Mr. Kim, mikekimcomedy. Yeah, but you guys get what I'm saying. Yeah. It's been great, man. This quarantine has not only gave me confidence, but humbled me, taught me gratitude, helped me appreciate more things in life. It's been great, man. It's been great. And it's been cool doing these solo podcasts. This is the second one in a row. Well, there's going to be much more because it's just me talking. And who knows, maybe it'll be boring because there's no guests. But you know what? It's okay. It's nice to be able to share myself with you guys. Each week you get to see a little bit of what's going on in my head or what I've been thinking. Because I also want to do this to humanize myself further. Right? Because some people, they think I'm a quote unquote internet celebrity because of my following. And because of that, in their minds, especially like maybe because of certain things I post, it may seem like I'm just like super confident, nothing gets to me and everything is perfect. Yes, I am confident in myself, but I have weak moments. A lot. Many. So yeah, I think this is the perfect platform for that. And if you listen to the end of this podcast, I really appreciate you. And by the way, man, some of these people like JR and I forgot who else. There's a couple other people. They listen to my podcast, all 26 episodes, in like less than a week. Each episode is like an hour long, at least an hour long. Some of them are an hour 30 minutes long. Maybe a little bit more too. That blew my mind. I'm like, damn. All those years of just posting podcasts. Or not years. What the fuck? I'm talking like I've been doing this forever. All those months of posting podcasts with nobody listening. And now, wow. I know I repeat myself, but this is just what I've been going through, guys. It's been awesome. Yeah. Yeah, anyways. I think it's a good time to get off. So. And it's nice that I've been doing this solo podcast because now they're not like this hour-long plus episodes because those were cool, but I think these are a little bit nice too because it's more bite-sized, right? Like 25, 30 minutes and we connect. So yeah. Anyways, thank you for listening to this episode of the Setbreaker podcast. I appreciate you. and stay strong. Continue to stay strong. If you're dealing with certain like anxiety and depression in this quarantine, I posted a video on TikTok that I brought up earlier in the podcast where I said it's called morning routine. What the fuck did I call that shit? Damn, I can't even remember. Morning. Pulling out my phone. Mental health morning routine. That's what I do every morning to stay happy, healthy, and sane. Try it out. Do it for 7 days. Let me know how it works. Put in the comments. DM me, whatever. I will respond. Okay. I believe in you. All right, guys. I'm going to see you next week on a Setbreaker podcast. Have a great day. Man, that smile was so fake, huh? Let me do it again. Watch, ready? And I'll see you next week on a Setbreaker podcast.